Among us, we have several alumni of the group today, so I'd like to invite all of them onto the stage. We have few questions for them and they'll share their experiences with us. So we have Sumit Prabhu, Karthik Prabhu, Sanjayini Mataji, also known as Sunshine Mataji, and then Mauli Prabhu, Darpan Prabhu. So please come onto the stage.
First of all, please tell us about yourself, like your background.
Hi, this is Noli Palaniappi. I started here at UC in fall 2012. Got my master's in aerospace. I was here on campus for probably 3 years. Live in Springboro now. Work as a technical service manager for Microstel. And I'm married. My wife's over there in the back. I guess that's it for now. So if you have any other specific questions, just feel free to shoot.
Hello everyone. I'm Sumit. I did my electrical engineering from here. I currently live in Colorado, and that's all about me.
Hare Krishna everyone, my name is Darpan and I came to University of Cincinnati in 2016 and currently I am a PhD scholar in Ohio State University. I am doing PhD in Department of Material Science. So thank you so much.
Hare Krishna everyone, I'm Karthik. I did my PhD in computer engineering from University of Cincinnati. I graduated on 2017 December. Then I did my postdoc at OSU, and then currently I work as a computational engineer at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. But currently I work remotely and I live in Moundsville, West Virginia. So I'm very happy to see you all.
Hare Krishna, I am wife of Karthika Chandra. My name is Sanjayini. I started my school in 2012. I graduated as a computer science student, and I did my master's, and now I take care of my 3.5-year-old son. Yeah, thank you.
So, what would you like to share about your spiritual quest in your life and what attracts you to Bhakti Yoga? So, anybody like to answer?
For me, when I was a teenager, maybe high school and going to college, I always had a question, how I want to do something, but I'm not able to do what exactly I wanted to. Always mind moves something else, opposition. We wanted to study, but we wanted to go to Facebook, right? So we always it's very hard for us to control our mind and our thought process. So why is this? Why it's always troubling? So I want to answer that question. So I always went to different paths, different organizations, like Ramakrishna Math and Art of Living in different ways. Because in India at the time we always have different solutions, spiritual solutions especially. So I tried different ways, but nothing was fully satisfying, or nothing was practically you can apply it. So when I came to UC, by the grace of Nayanabram Prabhuji, I was able to understand, to get some really practical solutions for my quests or for my questions in life. That really changed, and that really made me convinced that this path is really practical and it answers all the questions you have in life. So that's what I thought. This might be really helpful for the students who might be looking for this. So we should help them by assisting Nayanabram Prabhu in his mission, so that other people might get benefited. Looks like whoever is sitting here, surely they got some benefit, I believe.
Thank you so much, Karthik Prabhu. So before I came to US, I was working as an assistant professor in ITM University Gwalior, and when I go to I still remember when I was going to the university, every day I would ask this question. question to one of my friends there, why are we working so hard? What is the purpose of life? Why do we have to die? And if we have to die, why are we like working for so less money now? Why can't we like, be happy? Just like do nothing and be happy. That's what the quest was in the start. And this friend of mine told me that all the answers are there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Somehow I just got a Bhagavatam from India, and when I was coming to University of Cincinnati, I didn't know anything about Bhagavad Gita or Bhakti Yoga. I was just reading that, but I didn't have any teacher in my life. So I came here, and the first person I met after a few days of my visit was Sumi. And then I asked some questions to him, and then he just told me, oh, I have a very nice person who can answer all your questions. So he transferred me to Naina Vinam Prabhu and Mahesh Prabhu. And then two people, Sumit and Kunal, both of these people I would eat their head, and then they always like tell me to go to these people, and then ultimately it will answer all my questions. And then now I feel I'm so happy by practicing this method of Bhakti Yoga, which you all are learning here. In the starting of my journey here at University of Cincinnati, I was so much anxious, like doing PhD is not easy. I was a PhD student here, and then I'm still a PhD student at Ohio State University. But now I'm doing PhD, but I'm not at all worried about what if I'm gonna get results or not, even though we get results eventually. So I feel this Bhakti Yoga is a best process that you can do here, and then you have such an amazing teachers here to guide you all. So I hope you all guys take the full benefit of your studies here at University of Cincinnati. Thank you.
Okay, I never asked these questions about what is life, why are we suffering. I never asked those questions. I was a hedonist. So in 2013, my good friend Karthik, he put up a post on Facebook saying that there's this program and there is prasad available. Now the very word prasad, I'm from India. Okay, and in India when you hear the word prasad, the first thing that came into my mind was the Tirupati Balaji Laddu. So I came in the hopes of getting laddu. I put my hand forward and I didn't get just a laddu, I got a whole plate of food with a lot of curries in it. And Sanjayani Mataji over here was doing the serving at that time. So I just finished the plate, and as soon as I finished it, she came and put some more prasad on that plate. So I ended up having around 3 to 4 plates of prasad that night. And then I kept coming every single week just to have the prasad. And initially, to be honest, Prabhuji, sorry about this, what Nanavaram Prabhu used to say went completely over my head. Alright, but still I used to come every single week to eat. Then after one point of time, I used to come and I used to attend all of Prabhuji's classes. And this is what actually helped me sustain myself in Bhakti Yoga Club. I used to come, I used to sit right in front of Nanavaram Prabhu. There was a screen and there used to be that camera. I used to sit in front of the camera and I used to snore very loudly. And still Nanavaram Prabhu tolerated me. And it is this love that he showed to me that actually made me come to Bhakti Yoga Club every day and makes me practice Bhakti Yoga even today. So yes, I'll pass the microphone to Molly.
Thank you. So of course, as Sumit shared, free food is always a good thing to have as a graduate student. So that was one definitely very motivating factor. Combined with the fact that, in life, I've always been in search of something, search of what next. Especially where I'm right now in my life, I got married, got a house, car, everything, but I just don't know what's next. And with some of the readings and searching or seeking that I've done, one of the elders in my family, my extended family, he said, okay, maybe for now you just keep looking and you just put your head down and, do your karma yoga, just sit in the Vedas, just okay, lead your family life, do what you need to do. I don't know, maybe after another 10, 15, 20 years or something, I want to that's always been there in the back of my mind. But got other commitments and responsibilities as I kind of touched upon. So that combined with free food and some kind of socializing as a part of graduate life, it was a good avenue to go on Thursday, kind of hang out. So maybe I might be too blunt, but that's kind of like how I got involved. So.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So our next question is, how do you apply Bhakti Yoga in your daily life today?
I'm actually drawing a blank. I don't know. I know that most of the others here, they do a lot of more application or more day-to-day practicing. With me, I'm more of always do the right thing kind of guy. Just kind of follow what I grew up with, and still kind of seeking, if you will. So I don't. That's all I've got to share for now, at least.
So, coming to how do I apply Bhakti Yoga? Okay. So, as I said previously, I was a messed up character. Okay, so one thing that Bhakti Yoga taught me is discipline. Now, I'm not saying I'm disciplined today. No. What happens is, like, early in the morning, my wife wakes me up, okay, with a conch shell and the sound of bells and all these things. Now, one thing that does not help me get angry is this philosophy of Bhakti Yoga. So, I get up early in the morning, I'm leading a regulated life. Not really completely regulated, but to some extent it's a regulated life that I lead thanks to Bhakti Yoga. Then second thing I want to say is that, life does throw surprises. Sometimes the surprises are pleasant, sometimes they're unpleasant. Now when they're pleasant, it's good. When it's unpleasant, the one thing that this Bhakti Yoga has taught me is to remain grateful. Grateful that there is something good is going to come out of whatever is unpleasant right now. It has taught me to be in a prayerful mood all the time, and being in a prayerful mood has helped me overcome a lot of stress and strain that I used to go through. And the third thing that I got is an extended family. Anytime I have a problem, I call up Mahesh Prabhu, who is sitting right there. He's been my problem solver since the past 10 years. And then Nayanabhirav Prabhu, many a times he loses sleep over my questions, over the things that I ask him, over the issues that I ask him to please find a solution to. So I really can't thank Nayanabhirav Prabhu and Mahesh Prabhu enough for everything that they have done to me. I cannot thank God enough for introducing me to these wonderful people, Karthik Prabhu and Sanchayani Mataji. And by the way, they are the ones who have fed me for the time that I've been in University of Cincinnati. Right from 2013 to 2017, they and Gayatri Mataji and Mahesh Prabhu, they were the ones who made sure that I'm well fed.
So how I apply Bhakti Yoga in my life is, as Sumit was also telling about having a nice family. It's always so nice to have a family here in America. When I came, I thought, I left my family there, but it's not like that. When I came here, I found an amazing family here. So that was the first part of Bhakti Yoga, where you can have association, best association of nice people, saintly people. And then second is reading about life, what really the life is there anything beyond life? And then third important part of Bhakti Yoga is that I apply in my life is chanting regularly. So if you chant regularly, you will automatically feel the difference. It's like taste of the pudding is in eating. If I will tell you I ate rasgulla in the morning and I try to explain it how it was, you might not be able to experience it. So that third part was chanting, and fourth part is very important, which is diet. Improving my diet in a nice way, eating offered food which which is, so in India we had this mentality that prashadam means that chiranji dana, that nice sugary balls, but that's not true. You can offer each and everything and then you eat, and you won't believe it could taste even better. So these are the four things that I do in my life and apply Bhakti Yoga. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So, from my side, as I said previously also, I was always asking those questions, how do we control our minds and senses and things and try to do what we want to do. That means how to be focused, productive. So what I found is that, as I said, Bhakti Yoga and our scriptures in Bhakti Yoga like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam gives a lot of instructions on various topics, one from physical, metaphysical. So we have a lot of instructions are there when we hear it. So first step in applying is to hear from all the sources we have. It's called Shravanam. So once we hear, then the next step is we need to contemplate on hearing. Nayana Prabhu says many times in his lectures, you need to contemplate on what you hear that week. So that's called Manam. Then when you hear and when you contemplate, then you got some points. Then you need to apply those points in your daily activities. That's called Nididhyasana. So when you do apply it, then only those things really fructify in your heart. It's just not hearing, it's just not contemplating, but you need to apply it. And in Bhakti Yoga, there is one more concept called Vandanam, where we need to, it's not just your effort actually. Bhakti Yoga will make you to understand that it's not just we who are the real players, it's a descending process where if you have the mercy of your seniors from the Lord, then only all these things get solidified and you get the result. So that's called Vandanam. So my take is that we need to apply Bhakti Yoga in this process. When you do it, then this is how one of the ways I believe the procedure to apply your whatever you learned in Bhakti Yoga. I try to I'm not very sincere in all this, but I try my best in these points to see how best I could get some solutions for whatever problems I have, and how also we can, if it helps you, then you can share it. For example, if you have a problem and you have a solution, a cream. If you know the solution, this cream solves it, then you cannot just keep it with yourself, right? You want to go and give it to everyone. See, this cream solves the problem in your face, so everyone can get benefited, right? So that's what everyone naturally comes. So I believe everyone here who have shared it with other students have this concept in their mind. So that's my.
Yeah, I believe that Bhakti Yoga is actually a lifestyle, what we follow. Your life should be such a way that it should be organized such a way that you remember Lord most of the time. So right from getting up in the morning and going to bed, how you remember the Lord, how you take His mercy and how you pray for Him. So all that is part of the lifestyle. So Bhakti Yoga is actually a lifestyle that we follow, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I've come in touch with Naina Prabhu and all my seniors and all my guru especially, so that I can follow in their footsteps. How they are practicing, that's how I also practice. So this is in short about Bhakti Yoga, how I follow Bhakti in my life.
Thank you so much. This will help us all for sure. And thank you for inspiring us.